It was the single greatest day of sales in Amazon history, and we've seen sellers quite a few times hit about a 10x in sales. This Prime Day guide can be your guide for any other selling holiday that's important to you. If you learn how to crush it on Prime Day, if you let this be a learning point for you and you put in the right amount of effort and you pay attention and you execute in detail, all right, guys, I have an actionable, detail-oriented, value-packed video for you today. And I'm going to tell you up front, it is not for everybody. This is only for that specific type of seller that likes increased revenue and more sales and bringing in capital and increasing profit. So if you like those things, sales, revenue, profit, this video is for you. We're going to be talking about Prime Day and how to just crush it on Prime Day. Now, if you've never hit that grand slam on Prime Day, don't worry. Maybe only about 15 to 20% of sellers every year really do. As an agency, we've seen it all. We work with brands. A very small minority will ignore it entirely. They're either too busy, they don't believe the hype, and they don't do anything. Another very small minority that do everything with exacting precision and they hit that grand slam. And then the majority sort of half-ass their way through Prime year after year. But I'm going to tell you that Prime Day is the biggest selling event of the year. You can forget about Black Friday or Cyber Monday because Prime Day 2021 was a record selling day. It was the single greatest day of sales in Amazon history until Prime Day in 2022, which then became the greatest selling day in Amazon history. Now, I can't promise you that's going to happen in 2023, but for the last 3 years, Prime Day has been a bigger selling day than Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So if you want to know how the numbers shake out, this is what we see every year. For that small minority of sellers that do nothing, we generally see around a 2x in sales, a doubling in sales for the 2-day Prime event. For those sellers that implement meaningful strategies, at the low end, they usually will see a 3x in sales. Usually more common is more like 5 or 6x. And we've seen sellers quite a few times hit about a 10x in sales when they execute all of the right strategies at the right time. So if you want to look at how the math shakes out, it's a 2-day event. And if you happen to 10x your sales, that's 10 times 2 equals 20. You've got about 20 days of selling that you crush through in about 2 days, and that can be very meaningful for your business. We try to get sellers to do really is to live from selling holiday to selling holiday, Prime Day to Black Friday to whatever other selling days are huge for your product type or your category. Now, the very best news is if you learn how to crush it on Prime Day, if you let this be a learning point for you and you put in the right amount of effort and you pay attention and you execute in detail, this is the exact same playbook that you would use for Black Friday or any other important selling day to you. Let's say you sell board shorts. Maybe spring break is an important selling holiday for you. But regardless of the holiday, this Prime Day guide can be your guide for any other selling holiday that's important to you. So we're going to work through 5 important strategies that you can use. You don't have to use every single one of them. You can use combinations. We're going to talk about some of the rules and the implications and the math that's going to enable your decision making. And the goal is to move you from that 2x in sales that you get by doing nothing to more like 5x or 7x or 10x, depending on how aggressive you want to be. The last thing I want to say before we get into the meat of this is, again, an actionable, or it's intended to be an actionable video. It is going to have some step-by-step information for you that you can execute, that you can put on your calendar. So break out that calendar, break out that notepad, share this video if you have team members, maybe put it on the schedule where you can bring up your team or your mastermind group or maybe some of your colleagues and work through this, pause the video, take notes, collaborate, brainstorm, etc. This is intended to be very much actionable in terms of your unique Prime Day strategy. All right, guys, we're about to jump in, but before we do, the first rule to Amazon Prime Day is to like this video, subscribe to this video, and share it with your friends and colleagues. The second rule of Amazon Prime Day is to like this video, subscribe to this video, and share this video so that we can continue to make you more videos that make you more money. Before we get into those 5 strategies for driving sales on Amazon Prime Day, we're going to set the tone with 3 important foundational concepts. Number 1, shoppers have been heavily primed with Prime Day marketing. By the time Prime Day rolls around, they have been bludgeoned over the head and they've heard of Prime Day a billion times. That might not seem like not a big deal, but when we get to the end, when we get to that 5th strategy, you're going to see how important this is. Number 2 just is an increase in traffic on Amazon during Prime Day. Regardless of whether or not you do anything, there's a lot of extra traffic on Amazon during those days. And then number 3, most of the traffic on Amazon during Prime Day, or at least the extra traffic that's been driven to Amazon on Prime Day, is looking for deals. So remember that as we go through these 5 strategies, remember those 3 important concepts. 1, Amazon shoppers have been conditioned and marketed to heavily before the event. Number 2, there is an awful lot of traffic on Amazon regardless of what you do. And then number 3, a lot of that traffic is going to be looking for deals. Without further ado, let's jump into the 5 strategies that you have available to you as a seller for increasing sales on Amazon Prime Day. Number 1, the most powerful Prime Day strategy that you can implement is the Amazon deal. That includes both lightning deals and 7-day deals. They're also the only one that's time sensitive. Usually you have to submit those about 2 months out. So if you're closer than 2 months by the time you watch this video and you have not submitted any deals, chances are it's too late for this round, but not too late for the next Black Friday or Cyber Monday or the next Prime Day next year. They're generally considered to be the most aggressive and the most effective because they put you on the Amazon deals page. The math you need to keep in mind is this. For non-selling holidays, the lightning deal costs you $150 and the 7-day deal costs you $300 at the time that I'm recording this. It is $150 and $300 respectively, whether you sell 1,000 units or 1 unit. So here is when you use a lightning deal or a 7-day deal, when you have 2 things in place. Number 1, a lot of inventory, and number 2, a lot of margin. Why a lot of inventory? Because it does no good to discount all of your inventory, blow through it, and then forfeit all of your full margin deals, your full margin sales, all of your regular sales. Why do you need a lot of margin? Because deals are excellent at eating up your margin. If you pay that $150 or $300 and you don't discount deeply, you stand a chance of not moving through many units and still paying that $150 or $300. So the deeper you discount your product, the more likely you are to make sense of that $150 or $300 investment. So again, we use deals when we have a lot of inventory and we have a fair amount of margin. Number 2, Amazon coupons. Amazon coupons are the workhorse of Amazon Prime Day. In fact, they're the workhorse of really any Amazon selling holiday. They give you a nice little green widget that shows up on the search page and inside your listing. So on the search page, it helps to increase click-through. It helps draw in customers to your listing instead of your competitor's listing. And then it increases conversion inside of the detail page for customers that have made it that far. So again, it increases both click-through and conversion. Great tool. Here's the math that you have to keep in mind. Coupons cost 60 cents per redemption. Now, in the not so old days, they were 80 cents per clip, whether or not a customer checked out or not. It could get very expensive without resulting in a sale. So this is your Amazon version of the story your grandfather used to tell you about how he climbed a mountain 10 miles in a blizzard with no feet to get to school. Right now, coupons are a really good deal. So the way you would figure out how much margin you can give away is you would, let's say you reduce your selling price by $2, you're going to give up $2 in margin. You will reclaim your Amazon referral fee. So if that's 15%, as you reduce your selling price by $1, you will lose 85 cents in margin. You'll lose that dollar. You won't pay the 15% referral fee. So it's 85 cents on the dollar that you lose, plus a one-time fee of 60 cents per coupon. Coupons almost always make sense. The only time they don't really make sense is when you are running one of those deals, a lightning deal or a 7-day deal. Number 3, on-page deals are a great way to boost Prime Day sales. What are on-page deals? On-page deals are where you go into the back of your listing and you set a sale price. They look like that strike through on the Amazon search page or inside of your listing if they show up. For whatever reason, they don't always show up. But in theory, you're going to set that sale price in the back end. You're going to see that strike through. It'll look like $18.99 was $21.99. You'll see that on the search page. So again, it increases click through. You'll see it inside your listing, so it can increase conversion. The problem is, like Grandpa also used to say, you get what you pay for. Coupons you pay, and it is much more of a visual standout. You don't pay for the sale, and it is very subtle and harder to see. Now, if you're going to ask, Eric, can I use both coupons and a sale? The answer is technically yes, but I would recommend that you give most of your discount to the Amazon coupon for 2 reasons. Number 1, customers see the coupon before they see the sale. It stands out much more so than the sale. Number 2, when a customer clips your coupon, the more discount that you give away, the less likely they are to abandon the cart with your product in it. So we're always trying to increase conversion. The more you give away in a coupon, the higher your conversion is going to be. Number 3, increase your ad budget. And when I say increase your ad budget, I mean your daily budget. Increasing your daily ad budget for low ACoS campaigns can be a fantastic way to drive profitable sales on Amazon Prime Day. Now, did I say all campaigns? No, low ACoS campaigns. Here's why. When you have a higher ACoS campaign, usually that's because you're trying to drive organic rank and you're profitable at the TCoS level, or tacos level, or total advertising cost of sales. On Prime Day, just to drive a whole bunch more clicks at maybe a 60% ACoS, when you're not profitable at the ACoS level, makes no sense. So let's take unless you're really, really going to do the math and you're really comfortable, let's take our lowest ACoS campaigns and increase your daily budget so that your campaigns run all day. Now, if you're asking what's an ACoS and what's a TCoS, don't touch your ads. Bad idea. Number 5, Prime Day piggybacking. The absolutely most delightful way to increase your sales on Amazon Prime Day is to ride the billion-dollar Amazon marketing wave. What do I mean by that? Amazon sinks tons and tons of money, marketing dollars, into marketing Amazon Prime Day. If you remember one of those 3 concepts that we talked about, it's that Amazon markets Prime Day heavily. Now, with that said, I know we all love the idea, or we like to think that everybody wants to see grandma's fruitcake deal on Prime Day, but they don't. They want an Amazon Prime Day deal. They are conditioned to look for Amazon Prime Day deals. So let's take our email marketing campaigns and our social media campaigns and use Amazon's Prime Day language in our subject lines, in our posts, in our visuals, that little Amazon smile, and we market the Prime Day deal to drive traffic to your listing. Again, Amazon spends millions and millions and millions of dollars marketing this event, so you don't have to. So we're going to ride that wave, and we're going to leverage Amazon's marketing expense to drive customers to our discounted or our couponed listings. All right, guys, those are the 5 primary strategies for boosting sales and boosting revenue and increasing profitability on Amazon Prime Day. Before we go, do me a favor, please like this video, leave me a comment, share it with your coworkers, your team members, whatever, so we can continue to make you more videos that make you more money. Guys, if you have any other Prime Day ideas, please let me know. Send me a message and we will share it with the rest of the group. Otherwise, thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.